Hi, welcome to our channel of IGNOU Audiobooks, Indira Gandhi National Open University. School of Agriculture, SOA. Diploma in Fish Products Technology, DFPT. BPVI 041 Introduction to Fish, Processing, Packaging and Value Addition. Block-1, Unit-2 Composition and Nutrition, 2.0 Objectives. After reading this unit, you will be able to explain the biochemical composition of a fish, underline the nutritional importance of fish in human diet, recognize the important vitamins present in fish oil, indicate the amount of nutritionally important omega-3 fatty acids present in fish lipids, and justify that fish is nutritionally important from the consumer's point of view. 2.1 Introduction. You will be surprised to know that fish today has become more expensive than any other animal food in view of their nutritional composition. In order to assess which fish is good to buy from its nutrient content, it is important to know their biochemical composition. It is also important to know the amounts of vitamins, essential amino acids, essential fatty acids and mineral contents present in fish. For your information, fish proteins are highly balanced with all essential amino acids. Among the animal proteins, fish protein is the most easily digestible one. Fish oil contains large amounts of unsaturated fatty acids and is also a rich source of vitamins A, D and E. Apart from proteins and fats, there are some important unidentified nutraceuticals. The great advantage of fish meat is that it contains very low amount of connective tissues and hence easily digestible compared to chicken and mutton. In short, fish is a health food. In this unit, all the above points are discussed in detail. 2.2 Biochemical composition of fish. Human diet is consisted of several food items. They include carbohydrates, fats, proteins, minerals and vitamins. A balanced diet is the one which contains all these components in adequate quantities. The requirements are normally called recommended daily allowances. A normal food item, either cereals or of animal origin, contains the following ingredients in varying amounts. 1. Carbohydrates. They provide energy for the body and part of it is converted to fat also. 1 gram of carbohydrate provides 4 kilocalories of energy. 2. Fats form source of energy. It provides 2.25 times more energy when compared to carbohydrates, i.e. 1 gram of fat provides 9 kilocalories of energy. 3. Proteins. These are composed of amino acids. The amino acids are needed for the growth of your body and for repairs. They can also be converted into carbohydrate by animals to provide energy. 1 gram of protein provides 4 kilocalories of energy. 4. Minerals. These are required for growth, repair and regulate body processes, e.g. calcium, potassium, iron etc. 5. Vitamins. Vitamins help to regulate your body processes and prevent occurrence of diseases. There are two types of vitamins: fat-soluble vitamins A, D, A and K, and water-soluble vitamins B and C. Only few vitamins are synthesized by the body like vitamin B12, D etc. Therefore, most of the vitamins like vitamin A, etc. have to be supplied from the food we consume. All food contains all the above ingredients in different quantities. But none of the food items contain all the above constituents at required levels except egg and milk. Fish, as you know, is a rich source of all the above constituents. But biochemical composition of different species is different. Fish also exhibit seasonal variations in their chemical composition. Composition also depends on seasonal changes, feeding habit, temperature of the environment and state of spawning, laying eggs. The composition of fish can be generally summarized as constituents percentage, range, G, 100 grams WT fish flesh. Moisture, 65 to 80. Proteins, 15 to 20. Fat, 0.5 to 0. Ash, contains minerals, 0.5 to 2. Generally, protein and ash content do not show much variation based on factors like seasons, feeding, spawning etc. Lipid content and moisture show wide variations. Fish is a very poor source of carbohydrates. Fish store carbohydrate as glycogen in a level varying from 0.1 to 1%. Moisture content of the fish is about 75% of the body mass. But there are exceptions. Bombay duck, Harpodon nereus, contains up to 90% moisture in its body mass. How composition is expressed? Fish composition can be represented in different ways. 1. Wet weight basis, G, 100 grams wet tissues. 2. Dried weight basis, G, 100 grams dried meat. Composition can also be expressed in different methods, also based on sampling techniques. 1. Whole fish. 2. Dressed fish, head, scales and viscera removed. 3. Edible fish flesh. Therefore, it is important that the method of sampling should be given while expressing proximate composition. Some data on proximate composition of some fishes are given in Table 2.1 for your reference. Table 2.1, Proximate composition of Indian fish. Look at the screen. 2.3 Proteins. Universally, irrespective of the fact whether they are of plant or animal origin, proteins are made up of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen and nitrogen. They also contain sulfur and phosphorus as structural constituents. They are very vital for human and animal bodies. They provide structure and also form the basic components of enzymes that regulate the whole biochemical processes like body building, maintenance, repair etc. Hence, they should be supplied from the diets. 2.3.1 Structure of proteins. Proteins are made up of amino acids. All amino acids contain two functional groups, a carboxyl group, COOH, and an amino group, NH2. They exhibit the properties of an organic acid and also that of an amine. Hence, they are called amino acids. The structure of an amino acid is represented as R can be methyl, CH3, ethyl, C2H5, or an aromatic ring. Some of the amino acids contain two carboxylic acids in their molecular structure, while some contain two amino groups. Amino acids are classified into two groups. 2.3.2 Essential amino acids. These are 8 amino acids that your body cannot synthesize. They are called essential amino acids. They are the following: leucine, isoleucine, lysine, methionine, phenylalanine, tryptophan, valine, threonine. 2.3.3 Non-essential amino acids. The above nomenclature is confusing. They are not non-essential strictly. They are called so because of the following reasons. A. They are universally present in rich quantities in most foods. B. Human, animal bodies can synthesize them by converting essential amino acids and also non-essential amino acids from one to another. This process is called biosynthesis. Some non-essential amino acids are as follows: alanine, arginine, aspartic acid, cysteine, glutamic acid, glycine, proline, serine and tyrosine. 2.3.4 Nutritional quality of a protein. The nutrition quality of a protein depends on its ability to supply all the essential amino acids in required amounts. Wheat contains low levels of lysine. Such proteins containing low levels of one or more essential amino acids are called biologically low-value proteins. All the animal proteins, particularly the fish proteins, have all the essential amino acids in rich quantities. Hence, biologically they are of high value. The utilization of proteins depends upon their essential amino acid levels compared to that of milk or egg proteins. For example, if egg proteins contain 5% methionine and another protein contains 5%, it is said that the score of that protein with respect to egg protein for methionine content is 100. If the score is 40% with respect to methionine, this amino acid is called the limiting amino acid. In this way, the score of all the essential amino acids can be calculated. The amino acid having the lowest score is called the first limiting amino acid, the second lowest scored second limiting amino acid etc. This means, a protein is only as useful as the essential amino acid present in the smallest quantity. This also shows that if the lowest limiting amino acid has a score of 20, only 20% of the particular protein is useful to animal. 2.3.5 Fish proteins. Fish proteins are highly balanced with all essential amino acids. They are also easily digestible. There are 3 types of proteins found in fish muscle. 1. Sarcoplasmic proteins. They are water-soluble and most enzymes are made up of sarcoplasmic proteins. Their content varies from 20 to 30%. 2. Myofibrillar or contractile proteins, egg, muscle fibers, 65 to 75%. 3. Stroma or connective tissue proteins. Their percentage varies from 1 to 3%. Fish has low stroma proteins. Stroma proteins are difficult to digest and insoluble in water and ionic solutions. Because of low stroma protein content, fish proteins are easily digestible. 2.3.6 Estimation of protein. Protein is the major nitrogen-containing component in tissues. Hence, protein content of flesh is usually calculated by estimating the nitrogen. 100 grams of proteins, on an average, contain 16 grams of nitrogen. By dividing 100 by 16, a factor 6.25 is obtained. The nitrogen value obtained from protein is multiplied by 6.25 to get the protein content. This value is normally called crude protein, as it is not exact. Crude protein equals protein nitrogen 6. 25. While estimating the crude protein by this method, a lot of non-protein nitrogen NPN is also estimated along with total nitrogen. The non-protein nitrogen content may come even up to 10% of the total protein nitrogen PN. 2.4 Lipids or fat, oil. You must be aware that fats form an important component of our diet. They are the source of energy. Among the various components like starch and proteins, fat are the concentrated forms of energy. Fat can be stored for long periods in the body as depot fat. Fish store fat in two forms which are as follows. 1. Body oil, example sardine, mackerel. 2. Liver oil, example, shark, cod. During active feeding season, the body fat of fish like sardine may go up to 13 to 14% of their body weight. You must be aware that shark liver is full of oil and the oil content of the liver may come to 70% of the liver by weight. Shark liver oil may contain up to 3 to 4 lakh international units of vitamin A per g of oil. Fat are composed of mostly triglycerides. There are 3 types of glycerides. Glycerol is a trihydric alcohol. Look at the screen. Triglyceride content will be normally over 99% of the total glycerides in any oil. In fish, R1, R2, and R3 will be either saturated or unsaturated fatty acids with carbon chain length varying from 12 to 22 in number. Fish oil contains large amounts of unsaturated fatty acids. Their amount may come up to 70% of total. Fatty acids having double bonds varying from 2 to 6. Fatty acids which have the first double bond at third carbon atom with respect to terminal methyl group are called omega-3 and those have first double bond in 6 positions as omega-6 and at 9th position omega-9. 2.4.1 Essential fatty acids in fish oil. You see there are 2 important omega-3 fatty acids in fish oil. They are as follows. Eiscosapentaenoic acid, APA, C20, has 20 carbon atoms, 5 double bonds and first double bond appearing in third position with respect to terminal methyl group. Dicosahexaenoic acid, DHA, C22, These 2 acids occur in marine fish only. Freshwater fish is a poor source of APA and DHA. Also vegetable oils do not contain them. Recent findings on the health benefits of APA and DHA have led to an increase in seafood consumption. 2.4.2 Seasonal variation of fat content. Fat content of fish changes remarkably during the year. It touches minimum during migration, low feeding or spawning. The body fat rises rapidly during active feeding times. Oil sardine is a fish that shows wide variation in its body fat content. Seasonal variation in fat and moisture of oil sardine, Sardinella lomaceps. Glycogen is a source of energy. 2.5.2 Water content, moisture. Water is a major component of all species of fish. Water content may vary from 70 to 80% normally. Water content exhibits seasonal variation. When fat content increases in muscle, there is a fall in moisture content. 2.5.3 Minerals. Most of the well-known nutritionally important elements are present in fish muscle. About 20 such minerals are identified nutritionally important for man and animals. Importance of minerals. Essential constituents of bone and teeth, calcium, phosphorus and magnesium. Soluble salts help to control the dynamics of body fluids and biosynthesis of various hormones and enzymes and some vital body components and nucleotides. Salts are divided into 2 groups. A. Intracellular, present inside the cell, e.g. potassium, magnesium and phosphorus. B. Extracellular, present outside the cells, e.g. sodium, chlorine. 2.6 Role of fish in nutrition. Fish plays an important role in human nutrition. Fish is more expensive today compared to other important animal foods like chicken, mutton and beef. The name fish encompasses a wide variety of items. They include marine fish, freshwater fish, shellfish like shrimp, crabs, lobsters, mussels and a variety of other aquatic organisms. These items are a rich source for proteins, fat, vitamins, minerals and some important unidentified nutraceuticals. The great advantage of fish meat is that it contains very low amount of connective tissues and hence easily digestible. Compared to chicken and mutton, a high intake of saturated fat can lead to an increased risk of cardiovascular, heart disease and other related disorders. Fish and shellfish contain comparatively less saturated fat as shown in the table 2.2. Below. Table 2.2, Relative composition of protein, total fat and saturated fat in 100 grams of food items. Look at the screen. About 75% of the fish produced globally is used for direct human consumption. It is estimated that around 60% of the people in developing countries get 30% of the animal protein requirement from fish. In developed countries, this figure is less than 20%. Dietary requirement of nutrients. There are two international, United Nations, agencies that codifies nutritional requirement for man. They are 1. World Health Organization, WHO, 2. Food and Agricultural Organization, FAO. The FAO-WHO Joint Commission has recommended daily requirement of protein for man at different stages. These levels are the minimum amounts needed daily to meet the nutritional requirements. If these amounts are not in the daily diet, it will lead to malnutrition, reduced weight, sickness and other health problems. Recommended protein requirement for man with relation to age is given below. Age, in years, percent of protein per kilogram body WT, per day, safe level. 2 to 3 1.13, 9, 10, 0.99, 14, 15, 0.96, 17, 18, 0.86. Adults 0.75, 2.6.1 Fish proteins. Fish proteins are of very high nutritional quality. There are number of methods used to assess the quality of proteins. Some of the important ones are given below. Protein efficiency ratio, per is defined as the weight gained per gram of protein consumed, compared to 1 gram of milk protein, at levels of incorporation of proteins in diet, say 10%. It is a relative value. At 10% incorporation of milk proteins, casein has a per value 2.7. At the same level of incorporation in diet, fish protein has a per value ranging from 2.8-3.2. This shows that fish protein is nutritionally richer than milk proteins. Net protein utilization, NPU. This is the amount of protein utilized out of the total proteins consumed. Biological value, BV. It is the ratio of nitrogen from proteins retained in the body compared to nitrogen absorbed. The average BV for fish is 76. 2.6.2 Digestibility of fish proteins. Among the animal proteins, fish protein is the most easily digestible one. Digestibility of some important food proteins are given below. Source digestibility of protein, %. Wheat 86, maize 85, beans 78, rice, polished, 88, fish 90 to 94, meat 90 to 94. 2.6.3 Role of amino acids. Fish flesh contains all amino acids in rich quantities. Fish is also a rich source of essential amino acids. Essential amino acids, EAA. An essential amino acid can be defined as an amino acid that man must get directly from food. Unlike other amino acids, body is not capable of synthesizing essential amino acids, so they have to be obtained from diet only. They are leucine, isoleucine, lysine, methionine, phenylalanine, threonine, tryptophan, valine. In literature, the requirements of methionine and cysteine, sulfur-containing amino acids, and that of phenylalanine and tyrosine, aromatic amino acid, are expressed together. 2.6.4 How nutritious is fish? Fish contain water, protein, fat, minerals and vitamins. Fish has very low starch content, less than 1% in most cases except mussels and clams. Chemical composition of fish varies from fish to fish and dependent on many other factors. Ref. Proximate composition. 2.6.5 Vitamins in fish. Fish lipids, fat, contain vitamins A, D and A, which are fat-soluble. Fish liver oil, like shark liver oil and cod liver oil, contains high amounts of vitamins A and D. The liver oils have been used to prevent night blindness in man from time immemorial. Shark liver oil is the richest source of vitamin A and contains up to 4 lakh international units per gram of oil. Hence, for medical purposes, the shark liver oil is diluted with vegetable oil to bring the concentration up to a therapeutic dose. 1800 U per gram. Vitamin A and D content. Source content U per gram. Cod liver oil 210. 000. Shark liver oil 50,000 - 400,000. Fish meat is a rich source of other vitamins also. However, it should be noted that the levels of these nutrients vary depending on species, climate, state of feeding, seasonal variations etc. 2.6.6 Other vitamins seen in fish. Fish vitamin E level, mg per 100 grams edible meat. Salmon 1.9, prawn 2.8, mackerel 0.43. Vitamins B1, B2, B6, and B12 are also present in good quantities. Hence, fish is a rich source of vitamins. 2.7 Summary. Fish is a rich source of protein, fat, minerals and vitamin. Fish is the richest source of easily digestible animal protein. Quality of fish proteins is the highest compared to chicken and other animal meat. Fish oil contains very high amount of omega-3 fatty acids, APA and DHA. Recent research finding on the health benefits of APA and DHA has led to an increase in seafood consumption. Fish exhibits seasonal variation in proximate composition. Fish contains high amounts of essential amino acids vital for the growth of human body. To sum up, we can say that fish is a health food. Thank you.